How do you feel about the president's lifting the don't ask, don't tell rule?
I supported it. I was part of the original decision-making process that gave us don't ask, don't tell almost 20 years ago. And things have changed. Attitudes have changed throughout the country and in the military. And so when President Obama came in and started to examine the issue, and I talked to my colleagues in the military, they said it is now time, we can handle it. So I expressed my support for it before he made the decision.
And what about the issue of gay marriage? How do you feel about that?
I feel that this is a matter between adults who wish to have a lifelong relationship with each other in a legal sense. And I don't know how to deny that to them. I know many, many gay and lesbian friends. I have many of them, and I know couples who have adopted children, who have lived together without the opportunity for marriage for 50 years. And I don't know how to deny them the benefits that come from a marriage. Now, there are religions who will not find this acceptable, and they're not being required to provide the solemnization or the ceremony to marry people. And so I think that we have to accept that this is a trend that is now growing in our country. More Americans are now comfortable with this than ever before. And so I think it's going to take some time because most states, many states I should say, have constitutional constraints against gay marriage. But I think the country's changing.
And what about the issue of abortion?
I have always been of the view that this is perhaps the most difficult choice a woman has to make. And I don't know how to deny a woman the right to decide how her body will be used. And it's a matter for her conscience, her partner, her family, and her faith. And I think, therefore, that the current laws, as the Supreme Court has determined them, is an acceptable position.
I know that you have not spoken publicly as to which candidate you support, President Obama or former Governor Romney, and yet the three positions you've just outlined would certainly be more in line with those of President Obama than those of Mitt Romney. How do those positions affect your thinking about who you will support?
I'll have to take everything into account, not just these positions, but what the candidates are saying on our economy, what they're saying about education, what they're saying about our relations with other nations. And I'm a private citizen, and in due course, I will exercise my private citizen's right to vote. I have voted for Democrats in the past. I've voted for Republicans pretty steadily, for a lot of Bushes and a lot of Reagans.